Bro, before this video starts, I'm gonna put a big disclaimer on this video because this is just what I've observed and it could very well be completely wrong, or I could have misobserved it or interpreted it wrong. What I've seen, if these things apply to you, just click off this video instantly. And this is, I'm telling you, this is just what I've observed. I don't know if this is wrong or right, because anyway, let me get to it. If you have a job or anything like that where it's necessary for you to see the news or for you to know what's going on exactly at this very moment, then this probably doesn't apply to you. Or okay, bro, I'm not gonna say it. Just use your fucking common sense, right? You can just agree with what I say or don't agree. It doesn't really matter. And first off, before we begin, I'm just gonna say the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to improve my speech. So there's no particular reason for me to be talking about this subject. Okay, now let me talk about it. So my parents, specifically my mom, watches a lot of news. And also maybe if you are a lot into investing or something, then it's probably also good for you to watch the news. But except all of those things, right? If, like, I know a lot of people, especially like teachers at my school, they make it seem like it's so important for you to watch the news, so important for you to keep being updated of what's happening in the world, keep on doing these things and that, and you should watch the news and you should figure out what's going on in the world right now and what's the situation like here and there and that and this and there and all that stuff, right? I've just found that it's so irrelevant. Like, it's not, you don't need to know this right now. If it's something that's really important that you actually need to know, you will figure out either way. You don't need to watch the news, because 99% of the things that they talk about in the news is bad stuff. Like, it's stuff that you don't want to hear about. It's people being killed somewhere, or a disaster happening, or this or that, or a scandal that's happened, or something like that. It's constantly bad. And if you have a tendency of being having anxiety or being scared and stuff, and I don't think it's good to fill your mind with this negativity, because a lot of good stuff happens, but it's like overnight tragedies happen a lot more than overnight successes. But slowly, it's the same as the stock market. They talk about that the stock market has crashed or it's went down and stuff, but over time we've seen that the stock market has been improving and has been growing over time. So when you zoom in, you can always find big losses, and that's what affects people the most. It's the big losses that affect people more than the big wins. So that's what's being looked at and being talked about. And I just don't see how it's that necessary for you to watch the news. Like, if you have nothing better to do, then yeah, that's probably a good thing to do. But bro, look at yourself, bro. Look at me. Like, I have stuff to do, like plenty of stuff. You could be working out, you could be improving your mental health, you could be, I don't know, you have some school assignment, something you have to do, you have something with your job, you could improve at a certain skill. You know yourself, you know what your goals are, you know what you want in life, you know your direction, you know all of this stuff, and if you don't, you have somewhat of an idea of it. There's probably something that you could be doing that's more important than watching the news. Fucking watching the news, bro. I don't know if it's getting dark. What to say? What's in the news? Because I don't go off any script. Like, I'm just trying to improvise and just get in as many speaking minutes as possible to improve my skill. Because this is the equivalent of someone trying to improve their skills at the piano. This is just me improving my skill of speaking, and I'm doing that by speaking. And you can't just speak without speaking about something. So I have to find something that I can speak about. and it's actually more difficult that you could. It's actually pretty difficult if you think about it. Like try and imagine yourself. What could you film a video about? Just think about it. Maybe you have some form of idea, but most likely you don't, because it's difficult. It's very difficult to find something that you could talk about and actually have something to talk about, because I don't know how long this video is right now, maybe like 5 minutes, something 5-6 minutes, something like that. But eventually, if you go on to, I'm just yapping right now, and that's okay, because it doesn't. I've talked about the thing. You can just click off. I don't care. If you go onto the description of this video and then you click on transcription, you can see how many words are basically said. And if you try to write one of those assignments where you have a big list of sources that you can go off of, and you can use your own imagination to write words. This video is probably, let's say I speak with an average of 200 words per 180 words per minute. Let's just say that sounds right, because if you're a fast speaker, you speak about 160 words per minute. But I found that I speak a lot faster than that, but I also take a lot of breaks in between. If I'm just reading off a text and already like a manuscript, and I just know exactly what I have to say, I can speak it pretty quickly. But when I'm talking like this, I can also speak pretty quickly. But then there's also the gaps where I'm thinking about something and I'm trying to come up with what I have to say, and Anyway, let's just say 180 words per minute. Let's say this video is 10 minutes long. I don't know, it's probably about that length. 10 minutes long times, okay, I'm just gonna, for the simplicity of this, I'm just gonna say 200 words. 200 times 100, that is, 200, 2,000, 20,000. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's starting to rain heavily outside right now. That's nice. I love side tangent again. I love the fucking smell when it's rained a lot and you go outside. It's like the air smells so fresh. It's like, damn, it's raining a lot. My God. Okay. Okay, actually another thing. When have you actually seen something on the, what can you remember that you've seen on the news where it was something positive, where it got you into a good mood, where you was like, damn, okay, nice, let's go? Probably never. I don't remember something like that, but I remember plenty of things where it's like, this is bad, and where you're like, oh damn, the world is doomed, climate change, this or that, this has happened, this is happening. Something like a scandal has happened, this or something, someone was killed, or there was a traffic jam, or this or that, like only bad things. You only remember the bad things, and if it's something that's really important, you will know, and like honestly, you will. I talked to my mom about it a few days ago when I wrote down this idea. I was like, why do you watch the news? And she was like, I don't want to be like left out. I think there wasn't the exact answer she gave, but it was something along those lines. She felt like she felt like she would be missing out on something. But then I just told her, if it's something important, you will figure out. And doesn't it just make you see the world in a bad lighting? Doesn't it just make you more anxious and makes you feel bad about the situation of the world? And she was, I don't want to put words into her mouth, but I'm pretty sure she agreed with me, but she said it was more of like a feeling. So that's like, I can't argue with that. That's a personal thing. What more to talk about? Yeah, I think this is it for the video, bro. You have some form of goal, some form of thing that you want to achieve, and the way you achieve that is by being disciplined. And the way you can improve your discipline right now is by doing a single push-up and you don't want to do the push-up, and it's actually easier for me to do it right now, and I am also gonna do it because I have the pressure of me, because now I just talked about it and I took like some form of action. I talked about it, that makes it easier for me. But you go do it, bro. Pause the video. I'm doing a single push-up right now. Improve your discipline, get closer to your goal by watching this video. So boom, go do the push-up right now. Pause the video. Let's go. All right, so hopefully you did it. Hopefully you didn't just watch past that, but I don't know why you would be. Yeah, anyway. So go do the actual thing that you've been procrastinating from doing today, that you don't want to do, that you kind of put off into the future. Go do that right now. Close down YouTube and have a good rest of your day. And if you'll never see my face again, have a good rest of your life. See ya, brother.